it's Katie. Today we are going to be doing a video on how to make this very cute cupcake bookmark. As you can see, the back has a little flap. Some of you have done this with me before, which is great, but I thought I'd remind you of how to fold the paper up, and then I'll show you this really cute one. Some of the things to remember is, as we do this, if I'm going too fast, please hit pause, catch up, and then hit play again and keep going. Or if you've missed a step completely, hit rewind, do what you need to do, and then catch right back up. Anything else to remember? So for today, we are going to be using, oops, and I'm gonna turn this right around like that, sorry for the fingers. We are going to be using colored pencils, glue, and I'm using a glue stick, but you could use Elmer's glue, scissors, a pencil, and some paper. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna clear my workspace and then put that guy right there so you can see what's gonna happen. And moving these. So the first thing we need to do is taking our big piece of paper, can you see that? We need to fold this into a square. So the best way to do that is to take this edge and line it up with this edge by splitting this corner in half. So watch what I mean. I'm gonna go here, hold my corner, fold up that edge. I'm gonna line it up on, and then I'm gonna put my hand right here to hold it, and then I'm gonna use my other hand to flatten like that. Then, this is where I use some of my scissors. I'm gonna cut off this extra piece right here. And that we don't need at the moment, so you just set it aside. All right, now you can see I have a square, but I'm gonna keep it folded up like that. And I'm gonna start with my point at the top. Can you see that? Now I'm gonna actually fold like this, putting those two corners together like that. And I'm just gonna mark the middle. So I'm not gonna flatten it all the way, just the center, because now I have my middle marked out. Can you see how that is the middle right there? And I am now gonna take my finger and leave it there, and I'm gonna take this point and attach it up there like this. Oop. And then I'll hold that with my finger and then slide down. And then I'm gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna take this point right here, and I'm gonna fold it up to this upper point. Actually, my bookmark is gonna end up very big. You could start with a smaller square if you wanted to. You could start with like a square that big. I'm gonna end up with a very big bookmark, but that's okay. Better for you guys to see it, right? All right, so the next thing is, you'll notice I unfolded the two that were like this. I unfolded them like that. And now I'm gonna take one piece of this. So see how when I lift that, there's a second one behind? I only want the top one. And I'm gonna take this point and I'm gonna match it right with the center. Can you see that? I'm gonna fold it right back. And then I'm gonna put my finger there and I'm gonna slide and squish, just like that. So can you see that there now? All right. The next thing we're gonna do is we put this back up where it was. Remember how we folded that up? It's still got the fold. It should do it really nice. Then you tuck in this extra. So see how there's that line right there? That's where you kind of fold this in like that. See how it's all tucked in now? And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna fold this wing back up and push it down inside. Like that, and you'll see you've made a little corner now, right? And that is the start of the shape of our bookmark. Can you see? from the back, right? Pocket, and then the little pocket. All right. So from here, this is the basis of all of the bookmarks that you can use. Some of the ones you can make are also, we have ice cream. You could do an animal like a panda. We've done a unicorn in class together before. That one just involves trimming the nose on the edge, just like that. Or a turtle, and that involves the point getting erased. But the ones like the cupcake, we're really gonna add more. So, put this back here. And I decided I want pink frosting. So I'm gonna grab my pink piece of paper and I'm gonna start by just tracing how much pink I'm gonna need. So I'm tracing the edge of my bookmark all the way around. Whoops, I went over, that's fine though. All right, now I can see what I'm working with. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna draw some curvy lines to be the frosting. And I like a little point, or not a point, I like a curve like that. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, right. Then I'm gonna cut that out. I'll try to cut that out quick. But I'm following right on the line I made. Can you see that? Or at least I'm trying to. When I glue this, I'm gonna glue it on backwards so that all my pencil ends up on the back side of my bookmark. Or you could erase it, that's your choice. I'm gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna put some glue only inside where I put the, did you see that? Where I put the line. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use this thick side, right? And I'm gonna lay that with the flat part into the glue. So there's that. And then I've laid it into the glue. I can put my hand in there and squish it down so it stays. And that is the start of my cupcake. So the next thing I want to do is get the bottom. See how this has a nice rounded bottom like that, and ours is pointy? So I'm going to come and I'm just going to draw a line like that, and I'm going to bring from the edge up kind of in a curve. Can you see that? And see all this out here? That's extra. I'm going to end up cutting all of that off. So I'm gonna follow right on my pink line that I made as close as I can. And then, oh, I'm gonna turn the paper this way. I'm gonna cut like that, like that. Then I'm gonna follow this edge again, like that. And I made a little mistake right there, so I'm just gonna trim it off. There we go. Oop, and I missed the line right there. Not a big deal, right? Cut it right off. Oh, right. So the next thing we're gonna do is using colored pencils and our regular pencil, we're gonna mark these out on the face. So I did little eyes because I wanted mine to be a little happy cupcake. You could use a Sharpie to do this if you wanted to. I'm just using pencil at the moment. Ooh, I made one bigger eye, so let me go back and make that other eye bigger too. That way they'll match. And I did a little mouth like that, and I put a little tongue in there like that. And I'm coloring it in because they look dark on the inside. That. Then I could give little pink cheeks like I did on mine if I wanted to. You could also give little eyelashes if you wanted. I didn't on my first one, but I could on this one, like that. I like to add in sprinkles. So just using some colors, they can be whatever colors you want. You're just gonna draw, it's hard to see the yellow, isn't it? I'll go to pink. Kind of ovals in different directions, right? Because sprinkles don't all fall in the same direction or the same distance from each other. So some might have one that's a little bit closer. Can you see that? So just kind of play with where they go. That one's got a close friend right there. All right. And I like to use the blue to make little cupcake lines. So really all you're gonna do is make some lines coming down through the face. I would lift over the mouth. I don't know if you saw me do that, and over the eyes. Just lift up when you come close to something. And that is gonna give us our cupcake lines. Excellent. And if you want to, you can always have a cherry. So I lost my pencils. Whoops. Oh well. You're gonna put a cherry, and I like to do that by just doing a round like that, and then I do kind of an M, like a stretched out M like that, and then I have my cherry. On my little one, I added a stem. You're welcome to do that. On this one, I don't think I'm going to. And once again, I'm a little off on my cutting out, so there are pencil lines. I'm just gonna glue the line, glue the side that has the lines on it. So see those little dark edges? I'm just gonna make sure that's the side I put glue on, because then when I stick it here, you can't see my pencil lines. And then I have a very large bookmark now. I'm gonna have to find a very large book to use it in. But remember, if you start with a smaller square, you'll end up with a smaller bookmark. Thanks for watching, guys. Can't wait to see what you do. You can always try something else too. The different animal would be very cool, like maybe a bunny or a cat you could do. I don't know. Excited to see what you guys make. Have a good day.